Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to dive into a chronic illness symptom that is really debilitating and not often understood. We're talking about P.E.M. What does P.E.M. stand for? It stands for Post Exertional Malaise. It is most commonly known as a hallmark symptom of ME/CFS, which is myalgic encephalomyelitis, or previously known as chronic fatigue syndrome. What is it? In a nutshell, P.E.M. is the worsening of symptoms because you have overdone it physically or mentally. The worsening of symptoms usually occur within 12 to 72 hours of the activity. It could be something like going out to a social event or washing your hair. Each person's limits are different as to what their body can handle. It means for those of us with ME/CFS, we cannot recover in the same way others can. For example, if two people were to complete the same task, one person having ME/CFS and the other person healthy, the healthy person would have no pushback from the task, while the ME/CFS person would not only not recover, but become increasingly more symptomatic in the 12 to 72 hour post-activity. Why is it important to know about P.E.M? It is vital to have a good understanding of P.E.M because when you identify the activities and triggers you have, you can best work around your flare-ups or possible flare-ups. What does P.E.M feel like? It can feel different for different people, but the general consensus is that it's flu-like symptoms. For me, it feels like my energy battery is on 10%, and simple things like getting out of bed take the little energy I do have to about 5% battery. It's like wading through quicksand whilst carrying someone else on your back. It's like the soreness of the next day of an intensive gym workout whilst also having the flu. As well as those flu-like symptoms, there is also a worsening of something called brain fog. This means there is cognitive impairment such as memory loss, poor concentration, inability to process complex information, slurred speech, and slowed verbal comprehension. Brain fog really is what it feels like when you're attempting to function normally, but you simply cannot. When does P.E.M happen? It is important to remember that the worsening of symptoms onset within 12 to 72 hours. It really is a cruel trick in a sense because it can give us a false sense of accomplishment. For instance, recently I went to the hairdressers. When I came home, I felt fine, so I thought maybe I was going to avoid P.E.M and maybe I was getting better overall. However, when I woke up the following day, my exhaustion levels were definitely elevated. P.E.M had set in. This is frustrating not only physically but emotionally. Even 7 years into being chronically sick, I still get tricked into thinking P.E.M isn't going to happen. It's a brutal reminder that you're unable to complete things most healthy people can without being stuck in bed for days afterwards. How long does P.E.M last for? Well, that's the fun part. There is no set amount of time of how long you will suffer post-exertional malaise. It could be days, weeks, or even months. You really need to give in to it and allow your body to rest. Rest is best. Why is exercise the worst thing for people who suffer P.E.M? As you can imagine, if simple tasks such as hair washing, putting out laundry, or making a bed can result in several days in bed, exercise dramatically triggers P.E.M. A lot of medical professionals simply do not understand this and encourage ME/CFS patients to work out. Worst idea ever. What is important to remember whilst you're suffering P.E.M? Remember the importance of resting and not pushing yourself during this time. You are at risk of injuring yourself or prolonging your P.E.M by not listening to your body. Don't be too hard on yourself. This comes with time. It's very easy to berate yourself for going out and completing a task that caused this, but it is not your fault that your symptoms are flaring. It is important to remember that this is your illness and not your body's fault. Your body is doing the best it can. Remember that you're not alone. A lot of people suffer with this, and we are in this together. Let me know in the comments if you suffer with P.E.M. so that we can connect. How can you avoid P.E.M? The short answer is that you can't, but you can work on activities that trigger you and your P.E.M and attempt to work around it. Next week, we're going to take a look at pacing and how to effectively pace for your chronic illness in the hopes of reducing P.E.M. Is there anything I didn't cover about P.E.M that you think we all need to know? Let me know in the comments down below. Thank you so much for watching my video. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I will see you next time. Bye for now.